What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Reggie TV, and today we about to talk about one of my favorite video game series, the Battlefield series, specifically 2042. Now, I watched all the ads, I watched all the commercials, and I loved them. I like the way they shot them. I like how quick and simple it was. It was straight to the point. I enjoyed every single one of them.
What a time to be alive!
It was cinematic, it was explosive, it was entertaining. It's everything I felt that I would enjoy in a video game, specifically a first-person shooter. Now, obviously, I know a good trailer doesn't equal a good game. A good example is Infinite Warfare. The trailer was good, but the game wasn't as good as what the trailer made it seem to be. But I will give it its credit. Zombies in Spaceland was great. I love Zombies in Spaceland. But everything else I can most definitely live without. The reason why I'm saying this is so y'all can understand Battlefield 2042 did not live up to my or the trailer's expectations. The expectations that the trailer set, that shit did not meet up to it. Out of everything I gotta talk about, I think the gameplay is the most important. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to Battlefield games, the main focus is the gameplay, specifically multiplayer. Now, unlike other first-person shooters, Battlefield is known for its large upscale multiplayer matches, the 32v32s, 64 players in one match. Now, typical shooters like the Halo series or the Gears of War series or Call of Duty all circled around small gameplay like matches, 6v6, 4v4, 8v8, or when Call of Duty comes to mind, I'll say a big team battle for them will be 10v10. That aspect by itself plays a very big factor in why I love the Battlefield games. So when I first heard that the game, 2042, would be 64v64, which is what? Hold on, let me do my math real quick. 128, I thought to myself, that's different. However, I might like it. That's why I like the Battlefield games. Big team battles in destructible environments. Something I did think about though was how they would be able to pull that off. When it comes to the 32v32 and other Battlefield games, it's normally like medium to large scale environments built for 32v32. So when I see 64v64, I'm thinking they're either going to keep the large scale maps that we have in the previous games, or they're going to expand upon them, enlarging the maps from what we've seen previously, allowing more space for 128 players in one lobby. More players equals bigger maps. That makes sense, right? Right. Now, that idea is cool. However, my issue with 2042 is that they took that idea and then took the shit too far. The way some of these maps were built, they look like they were meant to hold 200 players instead of 128. It's too large for a 64v64. I've spent more time in this game running and traveling than I have shooting and ducking. That's a problem if we're making a first-person shooter. Just look at how big this map is. This map is called Kaleidoscope. It's a city-based map in 2042. And this shit's huge. This shit's gigantic. And it would make sense because it's 64v64, but it's bigger than that. It looks like it was made for a 150v150. Now, obviously, I'm exaggerating. Clearly, it wasn't 150v50, though it could potentially work. But the point I'm trying to make is the map is bigger than it's supposed to be. This is much more needed space than it's supposed to be. Not to mention that the maps look kinda somewhat boring. I feel like more work has been put into the size of the maps than how they actually look. Like the winter map, Queen Mod. There's more snow and ice in that shit than there is building. And it sucks worse when you jump into this game immediately after playing one of the other Battlefields. Playing games like Battlefield 4, 1, and 5 made me realize that something that 2042 lacked that the other ones had was cinematics and scenery. There was a certain level of immersion you felt playing in the trenches of Battlefield 1 and 5. The muddy waters, the fires, the explosions. Everything about these games was immersion and cinematics. It was one of those things where everything I felt in the launch trailer, I felt in the games, especially with Battlefield 1. In my opinion, out of 4, 1, and 5, I think 1 is the better when it comes to cinematics and scenery, and that's something I wish 2042 took note of. What good is it having these huge maps if you don't feel like you're really part of the gameplay and action? Lack of destructive buildings play a very big part in how I feel about the cinematics and the immersion. In Battlefield 4, you could blow up an entire building and the shit will come crashing down in the streets. In 2042, you'd be lucky if a billboard fell off a skyscraper. Immersion, cinematics, scenery, destruction, all of these play a factor in how you enjoy the game. Maps that keep the players within close enough quarters to ensure constant combat plays a part in how much you like the games. Battlefield 2042 just feels like a lazy attempt of a cash grab in my opinion. Great marketing, but horrible execution. Between the map sizes and the constant glitches, I don't know what's worse about the game. Now the glitches I thought I could ignore, but no glitch compares to the voice acting of this game. The outro and intro lines are just cartoonish and goofy.
A good day's work, but I'm not one to brag.
Come on, this is too easy.
Fights like that keep you sharp.
And once again, when you go back and play the older Battlefield games, specifically 1 and 5, you will see the difference.
I'm dying! Please, I need help! Blood everywhere! Fucking help me! Help me, someone! You gotta help me!
Those quotes were from Battlefield 5. You hear the difference between that and what y'all heard in 2042? The voice lines for Battlefield 5 had desperations and emotion. 2042's voice line sounds like they were ripped out of a Lethal Weapon parody. Once again, the game was lazy. And like I said, the game had pretty good potential. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but I'm saying it now. The game had potential. I like the idea of it. It's just the execution was done horribly. And with this adds more pressure for the next Battlefield game. This put a really big hit on the series, and me personally, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they do after this. I just hope it's something better, bro, because I can already see the comments for the next Battlefield video game trailer. Oh, here comes 2042 part 2, get your shit ready. Like, nah, bro, I'm not dealing with that shit again. Hell nah. The moral of the story is this game sucked. This game was horrible. I would not recommend it. 0 out of 10. Bro, like, this shit was bad. I would not recommend anybody. I mean, hey, if you want to play for yourself, go right ahead. Just don't pay $60 for this shit. I promise you, it is not worth it. This game's not fun. But, hey, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I appreciate y'all for watching Reggie TV. Don't buy Battlefield 2042. But I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.